The Idle No More movement is picking up steam tonight as hundreds of First Nations protesters disrupt traffic at Canada-U.S. border crossings. Late today, protesters also blocked the Via Rail line connecting Toronto to Ottawa and Montreal. Prime Minister Stephen Harper has said he would meet with First Nations leaders, but the PM's promise is doing little to stem the protests, which are growing louder and becoming more frequent. Here's Mike DROLET.
The name is becoming widely known, the cause far less so. Today was supposed to be the day Canadians got to know Idle No More.
Harper stated that yesterday, and we are exercising our right to protest.
However, in Sarnia, the First Nations protest was more about disruption and less about message.
I'm not sure I know all the details. I believe they have the right to protest, but not to block the bridge.
And do you know why they're doing it?
Not too much, no. I haven't really heard too much yet.
And that's how it's gone for the Idle movement. You never know what you're going to get. It was started by 4 women in Saskatchewan, but like the Occupy movement, there are no leaders per se. So the protests in Saskatoon and Regina were far different from Cornwall, Ontario, where the border was also closed, or from Fort Erie for that matter, where a single lane of traffic was blocked, allowing the message to be the focus.
So this is about empowering Indigenous people, Aboriginal people, right, to stand up and fight for their nation, for their land, for sovereignty, right, and to have a say and input, to be consulted.
To that end, they demanded and ultimately received a meeting next Friday with the Prime Minister to discuss changes made to the Indian Act. But Idle as a group won't be at the table. Rather, it will be Assembly of First Nations Chief Sean Atleo, who appears to be losing grassroots support. So if Sean Atleo goes into the meeting with the Prime Minister, does he speak for you?
I don't believe that. I think he speaks on behalf of a number of people, but I don't think he's the only voice that should be heard.
Splitting the attention from Atleo at the Harper meeting will be Attawapiskat Chief Teresa Spence, who has gained support from the masses because of a 3-week fast in which she's only consumed liquids. She wants to discuss issues around housing and education, but she may do well to merely keep the focus off herself. Now, an audit has been ordered on Attawapiskat's book. Depending on the report, Chief Spence and her husband pulled in between $100,000 and $250,000 last year, while their people lived in squalor. Now, it's unknown when the report will be released or how these people will react to it when it's made public. And that will be hard to gauge because Idle so far has been hard to pin down. Mike DROLET, Global News, Fort Erie, Ontario.